Another lie. Men suffer in silence. Where? But y'all complain. And even when y'all don't complain with words, you complain in actions. You do things that let me know you're not satisfied. Disclaimers. All views discussed on this channel is a matter of opinion. I do not claim to be a licensed therapist or psychologist, though I am in my internship for my specialist degree in school psychology. I will continue my studies in sociology, and because of my passion for the field, over the years I have read on books, scholarly journals, and other publications on social issues and the like. Therefore, many of my opinions can be backed with reputable sources that led to my conclusions in the matter. That being said, I understand that social issues are touchy and polarizing. I understand that criticism of a group you belong to socially or your favorite social figures can make you uncomfortable or feel like an attack. It is my intention to inform, not offend, but the truth can be offensive. If you happen to belong to a certain group I am analyzing, but you do not exhibit the behaviors I mentioned, then the assessment does not include you. Therefore, there is no need to insert yourself. If you are to include yourself, please be kind. Refrain from using ad hominem, look it up, stating obvious and redundant, not all of us statement, or disagreeing without data that can disprove my opinion. Remember, less feelings, more facts. What's good, y'all? It is Jay here, your accountability coach, and it is my life's purpose to get Black people to mentally unplug from this patriarchal system of white supremacy. Listen, I already made this content, and I was trying to figure out if I wanted to do it for the men. I did this for the women a few weeks ago. By the time you see it's probably a few weeks ago. Go check it out. But this time I was contemplating if I wanted to do this same take for the men. And it's lies that the men believe under the patriarchy, right? So it should be no surprise that this system lies to us. If you don't know in 2026 that this system is full of shit, the powers that be, those in charge, the draconian forces, if you will, it's all a lie. And they continuously want us to not understand what's going on. They want us to be out the loop. They want us to not see the subliminal ways in which they have programmed us all, the societal conditioning of it. So if you know that, then understand that there are lies that we are all conditioned to believe on the male side and on the female side. And a lot of them overlap. And sometimes they overlap in different ways that are codependent rather on each other. I'm not going to bridge the gap today, but I will make this video, and maybe later on down the line I can put those two videos together and make a huge analysis of why one lie on the other side serves the lie on this side, or vice versa, however you want to look at it. Hopefully that makes sense. Let's get into the first lie. Men have an aversion to femininity. First lie is that being feminine is bad for a man. Being feminine adjacent is bad for a man. Having any kind of feminine characteristics or traits makes you less of a man. That is the first lie. The last thing that a boy or a man wants to do is act like a girl, because you get hit from everything. You can't be crying. You can't be wearing bright colors. You can't do too much of anything as a man, because everything that falls outside of the parameters of masculinity, people question you for it. And what's sad is it's not much y'all can do under those parameters of masculinity. All you can do is wear the same boring ass, fucking dirty ass, stinking ass clothes over and over again. Y'all have the same sense of style, even when you do kind of have style, because it's not a lot of options for y'all. You're strictly masculine, so you don't get to do a lot of the things, all because you want to make sure that the world does not see you as a girl. There is an aversion to feelings because of this. Like, we have tricked ourselves into thinking that emotions is a feminine trait and that only women can be emotional or should be. And even that is in a low varying degree, right? Because a lot of times women, we can't be too emotional, especially if you're Black. Hell no. They don't want to see our tears. They don't want to see us being emotional. Hell no. But if you're going to be emotional, you better make sure you're a woman. And if you're not a woman being emotional, you better make sure you're gay, or you're going to be accused of being gay. And this is the world that we are living in. And this, again, this is patriarchy lies to the men, but women fall for it too, just like men fall for the lies that women are told. But it affects men the most. So let's move on to the next one. The next one is what they believe about us. The patriarchy has set men to believe that women like bad boys. Partially, that is not a lie, right? Partially. And one reason, I'm going to do a bridging of the gap. One reason women are taught to like bad boys is because in my previous video, I said that women believe that we are meant to make men good. We treat them like projects because the patriarchy tells us we're only as good as we make the man that we're with. If he's not improving, if he's not becoming a better man, then we're not a good woman. So because of that, we are conditioned to like bad boys, some of us, until we realize that us being a good woman ain't changing shit. A man is going to be bad no matter who he's with. He wants to be good, he's going to be good on his own. Or even if it is for a woman, it's just because it's not because the woman did anything or because of who she is. It's just he just decided that she would be the reason. He decided that she would be the reason. So, like I said, on one end, that's somewhat true. And as women, we have to become accountable that a lot of us do want bad boys, even if it's not you. Some of us do. And some of us have fallen into that boo game on the other side that I told you about. But once most of us grow out of it, we try to tell men no. The women who like bad boys are the women who ain't been through shit. The women who like bad boys are the women who don't love themselves. We tell y'all men that I don't want no fucking bad boy. And if you're a bad boy, you better be reformed. Because I'm a reformed bad girl. So you got to be reformed. Otherwise, I don't want you. Go away. You're a liability. Sir, take your ass over there and go give somebody else some problem. I don't want it. But y'all have convinced yourselves, especially you self-proclaimed good guys, and y'all don't even be that good. But y'all have convinced yourselves, men, that women like bad boys, and that's the reason you stick to when a woman don't choose you and you don't consider yourself a bad boy. A lot of y'all are still bad. You're just not a bad boy. Anyway, moving on. Number 3, another lie that men believe under the patriarchy is that they are only loved if they have money. This one gets on my nerves. Chris Rock with his motherfucking big tooth ass made y'all really believe that only women and children are loved unconditionally and that men are only loved for their money.
That you have to accept when you're a man. Only women, children, and dogs are loved unconditionally. A man is only loved under the condition that he provides something.
Black men, I'm just gonna say this to y'all. It's to all men, but I'm saying this to black men because that's who I talk to. If you listen, I love y'all, but y'all are broke. Y'all don't be having money like that. It be the women most of the time who have the money. Y'all don't have this money. Y'all have been very anti gold diggers, but y'all feed into the system of gold digging because when y'all do have money, y'all flaunt it because you know that it will attract a certain type of woman. And that is the type of woman that y'all want when y'all have money. Y'all want the trophy wives. Y'all want the kept women. Y'all want the women you can buy. Y'all don't want the women who love you for you because when you are a woman who loves a man for a man, that means you love him even when he's broke. And he thinks something wrong with you because why do you love him when he's broken? I'm supposed to be talking to the men. But I'm just saying, y'all are loved regardless. Black men, y'all don't have this money that y'all think. Black men, if women are leaving you in droves, you know it's not because you're broke. Black men, I'm going to say it one more time. Where is all this money y'all supposedly have that we're loving y'all unconditionally for? Why is it so many of you broke motherfuckers have a lot of kids if we only love y'all for the money? Why is it that when y'all are mean and nasty, even too when you're broke, too, on top of all of that, y'all still somehow have access to women? Black men, answer me. This is a lie I want y'all to stop telling. Y'all know damn well y'all don't have to have a pot to piss in to be loved in this motherfucking society. The problem don't be that y'all don't have the money. The problem be that y'all be selfish. The problem be that y'all don't want to fucking get up off your ass and make a way. Y'all be lazy. Y'all do. Unambitious. This is not all of y'all. Don't start that stupid shit. It's very low IQ. Don't tell me it's not all of y'all. Duh, stupid. Come from a family of hardworking black men. But I'm talking to you niggas out there in the atmosphere who know what you know it's you. You know damn well that it's not about the money. And it's not. It ain't about the money. Now, number 4. Another lie. Men suffer in silence. Where do y'all suffer in silence? Because I hear y'all complain a lot. In relationships, out of relationships, family, not family. Y'all might not say everything that y'all want to say, but y'all complain. And even when y'all don't complain with words, you complain in actions. You do things that let me know you're not satisfied. So you're not suffering in silence. You are literally making me suffer along with you. A lot of men don't compartmentalize as good as they think that they do. Y'all don't. Y'all are not leaving other people out of your suffering. You're just not talking about it, but we see it. We feel it. We're affected by it. And many times, people are begging you, tell me what's wrong. What's wrong, baby? Especially if you got a woman. She in your shit. What's up? What's wrong with you? Why are you acting like that? So you choose. And y'all choose under this bullshit ass excuse. I don't want nobody to throw nothing back up in my face. Weak. I'm sorry. That's weak. That's weak. And I can say that as a woman that men have thrown up things I have told them in my face. Oh my God. Oh my God. I'm talking about traumatic shit being thrown up in my face in the heat of a goddamn argument by a man. Now, maybe this just one incident. Maybe it's isolated. Maybe all the men outside of that man don't do that. Not all of y'all, but y'all do it. Y'all do the same thing. And maybe that's why, because you know that you would do it. Maybe that's why you don't tell people vulnerable things about yourself, because if somebody told you something vulnerable, you would throw it up in their face. Maybe that's why you don't. Maybe. Have you ever entertained that? Hey, I'm just an accountability coach. But I'm just saying, no, for real. Y'all don't suffer in silence, bro. Y'all don't. We hear it. It's loud. It's very loud and it makes us uncomfortable, and you need help. Go to therapy. If you're not going to talk to me, talk to a professional. Please get a mentor if you don't want a therapist. I don't know, journal, nigga, something. But stop believing that you suffer in silence. Stop believing that if you told someone that they would throw it up in your face. Who gives a fuck if they did? All that do is tell you what type of person that is, and you don't need to be around them. That's it. That's all. It's not a correlation to you did the work. You did the right thing. Telling somebody, you should never feel at fault for telling people something that in confidence that they should keep to themselves and not bring up and rub your face in it. That shows their character and it shows the quality of yours. So don't use that bullshit excuse. Men suffering in silence. They gonna throw it up in my face. Ain't never stop women. And women, we have to deal with y'all. We have to deal with y'all. Y'all do throw that shit up in our face. Ladies, can somebody chime in the comments so I won't feel alone? I know I have been thrown, like I just said, I have had traumatic situations. I've told men that I was in intimate relationships with, throw it up in my face in the heat of an argument, the wrong time, going under the belt. Y'all do that too. And like I said, maybe it's a projection thing. Maybe it's because you know that you would. And it's been more than one man that done that to me, by the way. At least two. Maybe even three. I need y'all to understand this. It ain't never stopped me from still being a vulnerable bitch. So what's wrong with you? Anywho, next lie. What y'all think manhood is? Y'all really have made manhood into not a energy thing, not an emotional thing, not a spiritual thing. It's really just about money, pussy, and power. That's manhood to y'all. Being able to get lots of money, having as much access to women as humanly possible, and in all of those two things in tandem with each other comes power. You get to rule over people. You get to tell people what to do. You get to buy your way out of accountability. That's manhood to y'all. And in black men, it's only because you look up to these white men and you don't even know it. You might not think that you're looking up to them, but the standard of manhood in this goddamn matrix, in this fucking system, came from white men. And it came from white men historically and how they interacted with who? Enslaved people. People who were under them. That's what y'all get y'all idea of manhood and power. You can call me a liar, but you be lying. So anywho, I already told y'all, manhood, y'all have reduced manhood to, again, how much money you make, how many girls you can get, the notches in your belt, and the quality of those notches, the quality of the women that you get, and again, the proximity, how much power you have, how much you can do in this world and get away with. That's manhood to y'all. There's no real values of provision like we think it is. No real values, because the provision is something to be weaponized. There's no real values of protection with y'all, because the only thing you want to protect is yourself. That's manhood to y'all. All right. Number 6 lie is that the tougher you are, the more masculine you are. This goes back to number one, how you believe that femininity basically is the devil. No man should be feminine. No boy should be feminine. We be tough. We should suffer in silence, even though you don't. We should be able to just take everything and not say anything. Even the men who I know that are the toughies that never speak out, they really do suffer in silence. They're stressed out. They have health ailments. They got high blood pressure. They got diabetes. They get migraines. They have seizures, and they have sleep deprivation. It's all kind of shit that's going on with y'all. All because you think you tough and you don't want to ever show an ounce of vulnerability because that's just too feminine. No emotion. That's just too feminine. But guess what? Just because you don't show the emotion don't mean the feeling ain't there. It don't mean that the energy inside your body is not there. It doesn't mean that your energetic body won't affect your physical body, because it does. So now here you are suppressing all of these emotions and these feelings, and now you about to have a goddamn heart attack. You about to have a stroke. I'm not making light of this. I'm being dead ass. Y'all, black men, again, I talk about y'all. I got another video talking about the state of black men. Y'all need help. Y'all need help. I want to help, but y'all don't want me to help. And honestly, I'm kind of afraid to help y'all, because every time I've tried to help a black man, I get either literally or figuratively slapped in the face. So it's hard. It's really hard. But I need for y'all to take care of yourselves, mentally, emotionally, and physically. Okay? All right. And it's not about being macho. It's not. And a lot of times y'all are only doing that to prove that y'all are tough with each other. Women do care, again, because going back to, like I said, number two, women like bad boys because the system has fixed us and tricked us into believing that we should, up until we don't, right? Most of us don't, but a lot of us, especially in our younger days, we do, because we're convinced that we can fix y'all. But regardless of that, like I said, most of us, the older women, the women who have sense of self and care about themselves, love themselves, we don't want no macho meso man. We want a man who really understands emotions and is emotionally intelligent and can communicate. Ain't nobody trying to be with no man who is choosing to suffer in silence, because then you ain't communicating about shit. You're not feeling, you're not connecting. So no, it's not true that the tougher you are, the more masculine you are. It's not true. The tougher you are, the easier you are to crumble. That's it. Vulnerability actually makes you tough. What you think is tough is really cowardice. That's it. All right. So the next lie, number 7. Men believe that they have little to no control over reproduction. Y'all really believe that y'all don't have no control over it? I am really convinced. Again, it's not all of y'all. It's a lot of y'all. It's a lot of y'all. I have, over the last 37 years of my life, I'll say, when I really started getting serious with dudes, over 20 years ago, if I think about every dude who I know, who I have spoken to, who had a baby and claimed they did not want this baby, I'm always wondering, well, why did you, number one, have sex with the girl? And they always look at me like I'm the monster for asking the question. What you mean, why would I have sex with a girl? Why wouldn't I? Okay. Well, why wouldn't you wear a fucking condom? She told me it was okay. Or she told me she was on the pill. It's either one of those two. Okay, so you that comfortable with that woman, that girl you laid with, you're comfortable enough to give her your power? Because your seed is your power. Your seed is your power, man. That sperm is powerful. It creates life. So you're telling me you knew you was that comfortable? Nah, I ain't really know her. So where is the accountability for y'all when it comes to reproduction? And this extends, again, I talk about this ad nauseum. Also, I talk about this incessantly. It extends to how y'all view fatherhood too. Because if y'all took reproduction seriously, you would take fatherhood seriously. And vice versa. Right? The reason y'all keep on doing this, the ones who I'm talking about, the Nick Cannons, the Cam Newtons, the Futures in the world, that's on the rich end, but it's everyday niggas who got 5, 6 baby mamas, 7 kids and shit like that. You niggas, y'all are just not responsible. And you have to ask yourself these questions. Why was I not being responsible with my deed? Why did I willy-nilly give my power over to these women who I didn't know well enough, or I really couldn't stand this bitch? And yet you gave her so much power that she created and birthed life. I have content saying, hey, men are the controllers of conception. Whether a life comes out or not, women control. But you control if the life forms. Women control if the life lives. I don't understand what is hard to understand about that with you niggas. You have a lot of control when it comes to reproduction. You just don't have control when it comes to birth.
You have control about conception. You control who you pick to lay down with. You control if you wear the condom or not. You control whether you ejaculate inside of the woman or not. She has no control over none of that. You choosing is not her control. Unless she lie and deceive and make you think she's somebody she's not, then that's her fault. Okay, that's the only time. But outside of that, even if a woman tell you she's on the pill, if you ain't never seen her take it, if you can't prove that she's taking it, put a fucking condom on, stupid. Put a condom on. Care about your dick. Care about it. You should. And then if she does get pregnant, you have no say so. Understand you gave her so much power that now you don't have any choice in whether a child is here or not. You had a choice in the beginning. You don't have the final choice. Women always have the final choice. That is how this system works. So please, if you don't get nothing out of nothing I'm saying, number 7 is so important. Understand you do have a lot of control over reproduction. You do. And don't think because you don't have control over birth that you don't have control over fatherhood. Because yet again, that extends to how y'all view fatherhood, how you view reproduction and your part in it. All right, next lie. Number 8 is you men think that y'all need more sex. That's a lie. I already proved it on a couple of videos I've made. Biologically speaking, you guys don't need more sex. You've been conditioned to believe that you do. Everybody has different sex drives. It is not a gender-based thing. It's an individual thing. There have been men I've met that my sex drive is higher than. It is not a nature thing. It is a nurtured thing. It is the way society has created the average conditioning that we have surrounding sex. Is that women should be pure and men are the ones who have to learn how to control themselves. And if they don't control themselves, oh well, that's just a man being a man. This is what we have been taught through the patriarchal society we live in. And there's also this small biological aspect, right? But it is what is tricky. What's tricky is when we look into biology, when we look into other species of animals and how it is a correlation to if a male can get a female to mate with him or not, if he's successful or not, right? This is the driving force of existence. Are you good enough to mate with as a male? Females make that final decision. Males in the animal kingdom have to prove that they are worthy to be mated with. And if he is not, then he is no good. That's natural selection, basically.
According to Britannica and the National Institutes of Health, because they are usually dissect with less initial parental investment, males compete intensely for female attention. Females are often selective in order to secure good genes, quote unquote. Males that aren't chosen do not pass on their lineage. In many species, a large fraction of males will never mate at all. Being chosen is the absolute gateway to evolutionary success, and not mating is considered a fail.
Because we are animals, we kind of feed into that, but because we have a higher level of thinking, we create it into a system of, oh, men must need more sex. The more sex we have, speaking from their viewpoint, the more sex we have, the more successful we are as men. This is nurture. This is how you take nature and flip it into a nurture. Because biologically, it's untrue that you need more sex. But because of that link we've made mentally to natural selection, men now believe full-heartedly that they need more sex. We know that's bullshit. So the next lie. So lie number 9 is that women are meant to be used. A lot of men believe that. Again, over the last 20 years, I have understood on a subliminal, subconscious, and conscious way that a lot of men believe that women are meant to be used by men, that's our sole purpose. I've had men tell me that a woman, a wife is supposed to replace their mother, and they believe that full-heartedly. I'm like, ew. And I think that they really think that we're meant to be their peace because they say that all the time. But the question is, how is it I'm supposed to come and transform your life into something peaceful? And you can't create a peaceful environment for your own self. It's the same thing I ask women. If you think a man is supposed to come in your life and make it softer, and you can't make yourself soft, it won't work. A woman can't come in your life and make your life peaceful if you're not peaceful, nigga. Impossible. And women are not your mules. We are not here solely for men. We're not here for y'all, bro. We're not. I don't give a fuck what that Bible say. And I like the Bible. I actually read that mug. It's pretty interesting. I just don't believe everything in it like a fool. You don't understand that women have our own individual purposes besides being your companion, your mate, or somebody for you to use. I don't give a fuck. That is a lie that I really want y'all to break from through and through, thinking that we are here to serve you. Fuck y'all. Respectfully. Women are not here to serve you. We're not here to be subservient. We're not here to be submissive. Fuck that. I rebuke that. I'm not here to do that. To be your partner, possible. To be your complementary, sure. To be your mule, fuck no. So I know that makes y'all uncomfortable. A lot of men don't like that. They feel like we really are here for their consumption, but it's not. That's not true. And I could go all the way back into why it's like that, but just go look at the content. Just go have a marathon of my videos. You'll learn something, I promise. Last lie is bros before hoes. Patriarchy has men thinking that they should believe in the bros before hoes and the money over bitches. Bros before hoes and money over bitches. We hear this time and time again from men, no matter what race, but especially the black ones. Bros before hoes, money over bitches. So men prioritize their relationships with each other and money before they prioritize any kind of relationship with women. I'm going to say that one more time. Men believe in prioritizing relationships with each other and having money over prioritizing relationships with women. Everything is on top of having relationships with men. It doesn't matter what it is. They believe full-heartedly that everything else matters besides being with women, having relationships with women. And what's so sinister about this belief system that they have is that men don't understand that other men don't give a fuck about other men most of the time. When y'all get sick, when y'all go to prison, who is there? It's not y'all homeboys. It's not your bestie. It's the girl you lay with and you dog every goddamn day. It's your mama. It's your auntie who you might have did some fucked up shit too. It's always women. It's always a woman. That money that you think is so important, a lot of times y'all, even if you're a good man, your job, your profession becomes the other woman. So everything takes a backseat to the money, to your homeboys, even your kids. And when that happens, y'all look up in your old age and nobody wants to help you. Nobody wants to take care of you. Nobody want to come see you. Nobody want to talk to you. They don't want to call you and check on you or nothing. They don't want to give you presents. Wish you would have a Father's Day and none of that shit. Y'all need to start prioritizing each other as men. I'm not saying that you can't have your boys, of course. But why is it that y'all weigh those male to male friendships over your female to male friendships or intimate relationships? Why does that take precedence over that? I already talked about the homoeroticism that men, especially black men, have with each other. The way y'all cap for complete strangers. Y'all will cape and cap from complete strangers. Anytime a woman is talking about men, here come men taking up for other men. You don't even know this nigga. That's why I be like, I used to be, when I did argue in the comments, I'd be like, why is y'all taking up for a man you don't even fucking know? You don't know that nigga. And when you be like, you don't know him neither. You're right. I'm not taking up for him or talking about him, but you are. You taking up for a complete stranger, danger ass man. What that woman said he did, he really did. Now you look like an idiot because you want to take up for another nigga because he got a dick like you. My problem with y'all has always been that when I am coming around here talking about men that I have had experiences with, and I'm strictly leaving it to these type of men, don't come around here telling me not all men. In 2026, let it be the last year y'all say that stupid shit. If you're a man who used this comment, not all men, let this be your last motherfucking year. Don't say it anymore. It's low IQ behavior, first of all. And second of all, you can't diminish a woman's experience like that. You can't say that what she's saying ain't true just because it's not you. Or just because you ain't seen it. Y'all don't even deal with each other intimately like that. How can you tell me a man is going to be the same way with his homeboys that he's with his bitch? He's not. So you can't tell me what my ex nigga or current nigga did just because you want to. That's stupid. And this, again, it goes to that bros before my hoes mindset. That's why y'all want to take up for each other. Y'all will fight to take up for each other. Get each other dick out your mouth, please. Now, I'm not mad at y'all wanting to chase the money over women, but again, you got to make sure you have balance, because money, the love of money is the root to all evil. Have you losing the most important things to you? Money ain't gonna keep you warm at night. It's not gonna keep you safe mentally and emotionally. Shit, it can't keep you from dying either. Well, depends. I'm just saying, overall, you still gonna die with or without money. We all going to. So, fellas, if you actually watch this, because I know a lot of y'all don't want to be accountable. It's almost like men are really allergic to accountability, way more than women. And I'm not saying that women are super accountable, because nobody's accountable from where the fuck I sit. But when it comes down to it, I will always be able to pinpoint in my memory, in my mind's eye, how many times I've seen women hold themselves to account, damn near blame themselves for the state of their being, versus the men who always point the finger at somewhere else. I'm just saying, this is my experience. This is what I see. Men are likely to play victim way more than women, but women do victimhood better. I will say that. When a woman is a victim, oh my gosh, she's way worse than a man that plays victim. But same token, I see men play victim way more than I see women. I'm not here to say that it's right or wrong. I'm not here to say that women don't. I will never. Women do the same thing that men do. My problem is men always do it more, and we can't negate that. I don't want to hear you deflect and say, well, what about women? Go look at the fucking other video that I made about the women, okay? I don't want to hear you deflect and say, what about the women, when you are 10 times more likely to do it than a woman? I don't want to hear you say that shit. Save it for a stupid person, which is not me. Just take accountability for things, right? I can own that women do things. Even if it's not me, women do it. Can you own that men do it? Please? Yes, men do it. But instead, y'all be like, no, that can't be true. Or not all of us. Oh my God. Tiresome. And it adds nothing to the conversation. It adds nothing to the progression. Nothing. So just stop saying, okay? I love y'all. If y'all got this far, you a real one. I knew this was gonna be a little weighted. Again, like I said, if you got this far and you want to go see the other video of the lies that the patriarchy tells women, that is available. I love you guys. I'll see y'all on the next one.